about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Underway in Buffalo. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. McKenzie now to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bills at 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bills nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Isaiah McKenzie. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Hurts. That is caught left side by Bryant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So who would have guessed this defense would turn into a high-powered offense? They get the fumble return for a score on the previous drive, and now a pick 6 there. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Browns drive about to get started. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To the air, Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats. So that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Dancing away at the 30. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills
Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cortland Sutton, 36 yards.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Here's Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Mike Williams.
49 yards.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Smith to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Mustang 19.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on second down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
73 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be cleared.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD.
York now for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Allen now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Kamara on the read option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
They will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On the move to his Hurts, fumbles it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Kaiir Elam brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right?
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have this short field here as they take over right at the 50. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You